What's good, everybody? So I wanted to talk about this one time, man. I was dating this girl, and really, she just liked to fuck. Sexy as shit too. Hold on, let me move that. This girl was fucking gorgeous, and she was going out drinking with her girlfriends, right? So I knew she was gonna be dressed to the nines. You know what I'm saying? Coming over looking fine and shit. You know what I'm saying? Being buzzed, a little tipsy when she came in, like just ready to jump on it. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm at home chilling. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I can't remember, but I was probably having a few drinks, you know what I'm saying, dancing around the house, singing and shit, like, I'm gonna get some pussy, I'm gonna get some pussy, I'm gonna get some pussy, all happy and stuff. And so like I guess 2:30, 2:45 roll around, the club's closed. She calls me and says, that she's coming over, but first she gotta spend 20 minutes on the phone talking about all the drama with all her stupid fucking friends and shit. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I light some candles and stuff in the living room. I got a sexy ass living room, and so she come over and she got this like form-fitting short black dress on and these black and gold heels, and her legs is just looking great, you know what I'm saying? The calves is just like pow, and them heels, and I'm like, God damn. So like, you know what I'm saying? My mouth start watering. Like, I am getting that. This bitch came over here at 3 in the morning after the club. That's all me. I'm gonna get some pussy. All right. So like we just start making out right at the steps. So then we walk up and I lay her on the couch, right? And I'm like, I'm gonna treat this girl good, so she gonna treat me better. So I pull her little panties off. I might have snatched them with my teeth and just like pulling them down, And then like I'm eating her pussy, right? And usually with her, like I make her come quick because I know what she likes. You know what I'm saying? Certain girls, they like certain things, and you do that shit the same way every time, and it just make them come like pow pow pow. And I got good at that shit with her. And like you know how as guys are when we drink too much, we ain't coming for shit. Sometimes we ain't even getting our dick hard. Well, apparently the same applies for women because I was down there. You know what I'm saying? I was eating her pussy, doing it how she like it. I stick my tongue out all around the top, because like all this shit down here at the bottom, that shit don't even matter when you're trying to make a girl come. Now you want to stay at the top on the clit, put a little hoodie back, spread it apart, and all that stuff. But like I would just go around like this, like just shove my face in there, like, and don't fuck the rhythm up. You cannot fuck the rhythm up, guys. When a bitch lift her ass up or move her hips around on your face, she don't want you to move your head with her. She wants you to stay the fuck still, and she positioning herself to where where it feel good to her. So like I'm doing all this shit. I'm lifting up under her ass cheeks, I'm pulling her legs up. I'm doing all this crazy shit. I'm like spitting on it, like whatever I can do to make it like dirty and sexy and shit. And I just couldn't do it. And I knew she was concentrating like a motherfucker too, because her eyes was all like this. She couldn't even open her eyes. She was just like this. She was probably thinking about a dude she's seen at the club. Like frozen, like stuck, like she just stared at Medusa and shit. Like that. And meanwhile, I'm down here, I'm going to fucking town. My neck is hurting. My jaw's fucking hurting. And then, like, I look up at the clock on the stove that I could see, and it was like 45 fucking minutes. And I'm like, God damn. Like, my jaw is starting to hurt like so bad. I've never had this happen to me. But my jaw is hurting like a motherfucker. So eventually, I wanted to make her come so like then I could just have my way with her, do whatever I want. She don't care. She got hers. She probably get it again. But I had to throw in the towel. I had to throw the towel, and my jaw hurt so bad. So like I just stopped and I just grabbed my jaw, and she looks down. She's like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "My jaw is stuck." She's like, "What?" I'm like, "My jaw is stuck. Oh, my jaw hurts so fucking bad. I got a cramp in my jaw." And she's just like, ah. She rolled her eyes back in her head and shit. And she pulled her little panties back up. And she got up. And she walked out to the back patio. So I followed her out there, and I'm like following her, like, baby, I tried my best. I really tried my best. And she was like, well, you didn't try hard enough. I'm like, I didn't say shit, right? Because I still want the pussy. And I'm just looking her up and down, like thinking about how good she looked. But at the same time, my jaw hurts so fucking bad. I'm not even in the fucking mood anymore. But I waited on her all night, so I'm like, I'm gonna fuck her. And then we open the sliding glass door, and she goes back in, and she puts her heels on, and she's like, all right. And she goes to the steps, and she's like, well, I'm going home. And I'm like, what? What? Why? And she was like, because it's late and I gotta get up early. I'm like thinking to myself, bullshit, bitch. And she left her bag at the top of the steps, and she's walking down the steps. So I grabbed her bag and I fucking threw it at her, and like we start cussing on the steps and shit. And she just like deuces and slammed the door in my fucking face. And I'm just standing there like, ah. And I just said, fuck it. Went upstairs and jerked it and went to sleep.